My question to you is, what are you going to do to turn it around? Because I've got to tell you, you're the world's worst salesman, Prime Minister. You're going to put Bill Shorten back in the lodge with a massive majority because people simply don't like you. And as a Liberal voter, I don't particularly like you.
Well, let's look at the facts, Andrew. I mean, the facts are that...
Hello.
Andrew, do you
good morning.
usually start your day taking on the Prime Minister?
Well, the Prime Minister's no different to anybody else. He's a human being, and I don't think politicians should be put up there as king gods because they're elected to do a job, and we expect them to do a job. So I don't care if it's the Prime Minister of Australia or the President of the United States. He's a human being, and they're nobody special.
Good on you. There was some scepticism from the Prime Minister's office that you might be a Labor plant. I assured them you're in fact a Liberal Party member, aren't you?
I certainly am, and I'm proud to be a Liberal Party member. So, look, no doubt you always get plants ringing up, but anyone that knows my voice that I rang yesterday would know who I am and what I stand for, and I don't retract or back away from one thing I said to the Prime Minister yesterday, because I'm only saying what a lot of people would like to say, but I'm probably the only person that's got the guts to stand up and tell him to his face on radio.
I made the point yesterday that a number of people I've spoken to, including senior Liberals, have said similar things, but they won't say it publicly. Were you surprised by the national media attention that you got?
Well, I was, because I was locked up in our monthly management meeting, and my boss came in at lunchtime, and he said to me, "Oh, you've been a bit of a hit again, Nabby," because that's what they call me. And I said, "What do you mean? Have we got another big deal?" That's what I'm thinking, because we've got a number of deals on the go at the moment. And he said, "No, my wife just texted me this link from 3AW, your name is all over national media." And I thought, what's he talking about? And then he played it to me, and I thought, hell. And then I was told to ring 3AW back, which I did, because you were wanting to speak to me. I had no idea. From there, I just had phone call after phone call from every media outlet that you could possibly think of. The Canberra Press Gallery, Channel 7, Channel 9, the newspapers, and I'm thinking, geez, I didn't know what had caused such a stir.
Final point, what's your advice to Tony Abbott? How does he turn it around?
Well, I don't think Tony Abbott can turn it around, and my advice is that the Liberal MPs need to rally round, think about it, because, as I said, I don't want to see Bill Shorten in the lodge. We had seen what the Labor government did last time. I don't believe they're changed in any shape or form. They need to tap Tony on the shoulder and say, you need to listen to reality, what's going out there. When Liberal supporters, Liberal voters are complaining about you, and the backbenchers, I could imagine now, and it's cheering with joy because someone is actually raising this matter from just an ordinary man in the street. Mr. Abbott, you need to go. I will say it again. You're the world's worst salesman.
So who do you want to put in?
Oh, without a doubt. You need someone that can communicate and can do a good job. And I think that Julie Bishop has done a fantastic job in her role as Foreign Minister. I think you need someone like Malcolm Turnbull as Treasurer, because he can communicate and he has some fantastic skills.
You're going to get rid of Joe too?
Absolutely, because I think he's just as bad as what Abbott is. They've done a terrible job. They haven't sold anything. And look, I'm in the sales game. You've got to sell it, and Abbott just can't do it. So, Liberal Party members, you need to tap him on the shoulder, tell him to go quietly, because we're going to head for the biggest defeat in the history of the party if you don't.
Andrew, thanks for talking to us, and thanks for calling in. Andrew McNabb, our new political... No, not really.